Let's see. Hi everybody, I'm Shauna, and this is Ring of Light Crafts. Welcome. Give me a second here. I'm trying to make sure that my mount will stay up because, sorry, excuse me. I've been having a lot of problems with the mount. I broke my tripod, and this is my second one because I always bought the cheap little ones. And so if anybody knows whether I can get a decent tripod that's not too expensive, that has a flexible top for the phone, I sure appreciate knowing. Please feel free to leave it in a comment if you happen to know. Okay, we're going to finish our flower. Yesterday we went ahead and we put on this lightweight spackle on a Dollar Tree flower, okay? So now today what we're going to do is we're going to paint it. And since I can't find the type of brush I really wanted to use, I did find a glue brand that I like. We're going to use white acrylic. Okay. And we're going to use brown acrylic. Guys, if my camera shakes a little, it's because my tripod is broken. So every time I move, it's moving. So let me get this brown open. Go ahead and use some of the brown. If we have any left in here. Yeah, we do. Don't need too much. I'm just going to put in my lid. And I'm setting them to the side. If you can't see them, I will try to adjust it. I also got this black here. It's not my normal black. But I got this black here from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to go ahead and use it. Let me pull these closer so hopefully you can see it. So we got our 3 colors here, and all we're going to do is give this little flower some design. Our first thing we're going to do is a pure yellow in the middle. We're going to do what's called a dry brush. That's where you put paint on your brush, you don't have to put a lot, and you're simply going to wipe it off. I don't know if you guys can see this, I sure hope you can. There's a delay of what you see and what I'm seeing, so I can't tell if you can actually see this. But anyways, I'm just wiping off the paint until I get what is basically only what's inside the little hairs, okay? Then I'm just gonna go like this, go from one end, wipe, go around. We're just going all the way around these little things here to give it some brown. Pick up some more using the dry brush. Whoops, my brown paint back over here so I have it. Once again, I'm just wiping it off. And we're just going to do the same thing. So we're just giving it that little color in there to make it pop, if you will. Here we go. So, the one that I did, the other one that I did with this one, it actually came out really cool that I'm not going to destroy it. I'm actually going to keep it. It's definitely abstract. It's definitely cool. Once it dried, it came out really cool. So I'm going to keep it. Okay, by doing this, all I'm doing, you guys, is I'm just tapping in there and pulling up. Okay? So tapping in, pulling up. You know the little petals on the middle? Sorry about the noise. The animals are being fed. So this is just coming up, down and up. Once again, this is with what's called a dry brush. There we go. Now we got our browns in there. It looks pretty good. I don't know how well you guys can see it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, not even bother cleaning my brush. I'm just going to dip a little bit of the white out. And we're going to do the same thing with this. A dry brush has had brown in it, so it's just turning into a lighter brown, if you will. Go on up, Bitsy Bits. It's okay, honey. That's my little doggy. And I'm just going to add some of this to the top of the little pistils here. Pistils. You know, when you make a birthday cake or something and kids go like this and they pull up, that's exactly what this looks like. This is not a cake. Do not eat it. For those just may have young ones around that heard me say that. Don't eat this. And let me just get the tip of this. We add a little bit more white just because we're going to make it a little bright on the tip tops of these. The very, very tips. Kind of make it look like maybe the sun's hitting it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now I broke a tip, but that's okay. We'll just cover the part that stayed. There we go. It's not totally dry. I should have waited a little longer, but it's alright. Now that we got our center going here, you can leave it like that. Or if you just wanted to add something else, you could. Like maybe add a little bit of orange, pure orange or black in there. Just enough to make it pop. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead, take our little thin brush here. Brushes are from Walmart, and it comes in a nice little kit for like $14, I want to say. I just love this set. It's a lot of fun. Now I'm going to go ahead and go right into my black. Normally most people say don't use black, but I actually like the black doing this part because I find it to be more controlling. So we're going to take the black and we're just going to come from the base of the flower. And we're just coming out. I wasn't going to go quite that far, but as I was going, I just kept going. So let's just do it. We're just going to come on out. And I didn't put no water over here. My paint's a little on the dry side. So if you bear with me, I'm going to add a little bit of water right onto my paint. Alrighty. And once again, we're just going to pick it up from the bottom there. And let's just go right from the base. And just go right over this. Bitsy, please quit licking your owie. Bitsy Bits, honey. Please stop. Thank you. She has a sore and I don't want to open it up. She stepped on a, I want to call it a sticker. I don't know what it was. But she's doing a lot better. She just tends to want to lick a little paw and I don't want her to. Okay, so now we got that little line come up. We only got, what, a million more to do. Let's go ahead and we're going to do the same thing. Let's do it on this side since we already did this in. So I'm just going to slightly turn this. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to come from the top and go to the bottom this time so I have a little bit more control. And now I can go from the bottom to the top and just make it a much thicker separation here. Now you don't have to add these separation, just what I want it, I'm going to. For my grandbaby, it'll just make it pop. So I'm hoping that this little flower will help. My granddaughter is high functioning autistic. So we just want to make sure that anything we do, she can see the beauty and details in it and learn from it. So that's what I thought I'd do with this little flower here. Each section will be turned into possibly a counting tool or an alphabet tool. So there's multi-uses for this here. Let's just go right ahead. Hope you guys can see this. We're going to get right through here a little darker. I am just not picking that paint up, am I? Here we go. Just go right through here. Alright, so now we got this little section going well enough. Now we can go ahead and turn it to the next. Let me pick up some more of this paint. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and go from top to the bottom. Just have a little bit more control. Now we can go from bottom to the top. That thumping noise of my puppy dog again. Okay, here we go. Let's just get this going here. My granddaughter loves unicorns. So she loves the bright colors and stuff like that. So I thought this might be kind of cool. There we go. And now we're going to turn and do our last little section here. Let me get some more paint on the brush here. I went too high with it, but that's alright. Okay, go from the top to the bottom. And now we can go from the bottom to the top because now we have our guide. She has a problem with textures. Things must have a texture, which is okay. I love that myself. I have a couple of paintings that I painted for blind people, and of course they can't see it, so you use texture upon texture upon texture, and then they can get the gist of what it is. I did a mountain scenery, and they were able to like, oh, okay, I can feel this. These are the mountains. This is where the sun would have been if it really was a sun. It was just really cool. Okay. So sometimes texture painting, my point is, it just can be a lot of fun. Okay, so now we got our separations in here. We're going to go ahead and go to the next step, which I think my next step is, my hand is actually going numb. We're going to pick up our white here. Pick up some water too, and just put some water in that. Good enough. Good enough. I'm going to pick that up. Clean up our brush here just a wee bit. Okay, I'm just going to pick up the white. There we go. That's what I like to see when I'm doing something like this. And now I'm just going to take my white color, and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of go along the top, just to make it pop, you guys. And I don't want it perfect. I don't even want it straight. I just want it to have a little bit of popping there. Just enough so that you can see there's something else. And pick it up. And then we'll do some other little things with this. And then we'll be done. Okay, go ahead. I'm going from the bottom to the top. Just because it is easier sometimes at this point. Pick up some more white here. I didn't quite have enough. There we go. Good enough. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add some little bristles in there. I call them bristles. I'm sure that's not what they're called. But what we're going to do is take our brown. I'm just going to put a tab right here. It's easier to reach to this and that. Okay, we just need a really little bit on our brush. And we're simply going to start pick our spot. And now we're going to come from the yellow out. We're just going to make a few little lines. They do not have to be perfect, you guys. Not necessary. Just a few little lines coming out. I'm going to place my hand on it so that I can control my paint better. And we'll do maybe a few in between. And we may add other colors to this as well. And then we're going to go ahead and turn it. And do the same thing on every single one. So we're just coming from the bottom up. Kind of give it the idea of the little veins on it, I guess. Just a little something else. And then we'll add right here, we'll do the same. Okay, we only got two more of that section. We'll just go ahead and, whoops, let's pick that up a little. Since I got carried away on that one, let's add a few little longer ones in some of these. There we go. And then we do two. So another little line, 3, and then we'll just do 4. Maybe one here since that one's a wee bit bigger than the other ones. And let's get our last one done. Almost the last one. I actually see a spot here that I don't like, so I'm just going to add one right there. Because it just kind of looks like it was missing. There we go. And go ahead. I'm coming from the bottom up, you guys. in case you're wondering. It really doesn't matter. Just for me, it's a little easier that way. Bottom up. And we'll just add, whoops. I got a little lazy there, I guess. We'll fix that one. There we go. Bottom up. Okay. Now we got our little lines in there, kind of like on the flowers, those are little lines. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back all the way through all of them, picking up some of this white here. You mix that in there really well. Oh no, get it off my hands. There we go. And just try to put your paint on the edge. And we want it just fine because we're literally going to go right back over some of what we did. And we're just going to add some white over them just to make them pop. It doesn't have to be in order. That's the puppy begging for food. Ah, she is a handful. Okay. Just enough to show a little something. Then we're going to do something on this flower that is strictly for my niece. I'm sorry. No, my grandbaby. I'm not used to saying grandbabies. I never got to see them until recently, so yeah, I knew they were there. I loved them. I knew they existed, but you didn't really get to put a personality or connection there because it lived so far away from me, so I never really got to, you know, like give them a hug or kiss them on the forehead or anything like that. And then they came down twice now from Oklahoma, so we got to bond. I guess that's the word I'm trying to say. We finally got to bond, which is awesome. I love my grandbabies. And now they're going to be coming to live in California. Yes. Can't wait for them to get here. I'm very excited. Okay. Excuse me. And my daughter, of course. So I can't wait for them to get here. Get to watch them grow. I mean, I miss their young childhood, but at least I'll be there for the rest. Unless God takes me home, I'll be there. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit more over here. Oh, I can't see comments, you guys, so if anybody's there, hello and welcome. Oh, God. Stop. It's okay. It's okay. Baby L. Liz? Oh, baby L, careful. You poor baby. They heard a noise. It freaked them out. You guys, you never guess what one of my neighbors did. Okay. Anyways, let me finish this first. And let me just do this the last one, then I'll tell you. Because it's hilarious, and at the same time, you just want to, like, hit them upside the head with your hand and say, hey, did you lose all sense of brain? Okay, let me finish this one. We're going from the bottom up, you guys. Just the white. Just enough. Whoops, that one's kind of thick, but that's okay. We'll just pull it down. There, and then there. Okay. So there we go. We got our little flowers started. But now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to add a little details with some, come over there, black. And this is just a pop that's for my grandbaby. Or anybody can do it for their grandbabies, so family, whatever they want. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, these pieces, extra pieces come off. That's okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and place my hand, and we're going to write 1. And then we're going to go ahead and go around. 2. Just so when she look at it, she can see like a puzzle and try to figure out why they're there. You know, keep her brain working. She's brilliant. She may be autistic, but let me tell you, autistic children are quite brilliant. Don't let that title fool you. She's an amazing child. I'm not just saying that because she's my grandbaby. She is an amazing kid. 3. So anyways, let's finish this up and then I'll tell you the story real fast about my neighbor because it's hilarious. And we'll go ahead and make a regular four instead of how I would normally make my fours. Just because that's how they're teaching it in school. And there's 4. Now we have 5 petals on this little flower here. Let's go ahead and add the 5th one. Do I recommend kids making these? No. And I'm saying that because I know the rules for kids making these on videos. No, I don't recommend it because once again, remember this is chemicals, what's underneath it. If you've seen part 1, you realize that this stuff is chemicals here and you don't want your children or grandchildren, anybody to get hurt. So is this video for children? No. Parents, yes. To teach the grandchildren, children, have fun, absolutely. So anyways, guys, tell me what you think. Just a little flower, 1 through 5 on it, and she can sit there and count them or do it backwards, however she wants to do it, to try to help her with memory and math, stuff like that. I thought that'd be kind of fun. Of course, I'm going around my finger driving me all nuts, huh? Okay, I'll quit that. Now, let me tell you a story about my neighbor real super fast, because this is all we were going to do today, is finish up our little flower here. Oh, you know what? Our flower is done, but you know what? Let's add a little bit of creativity to this, or a little bit of pop, since I didn't do that. Okay, my neighbor decided that he wanted to cook a pig in a pit. Okay, now they have the house at the corner and a really big lot with it. So he decided that he was going to go ahead and cook a pig in a pit for his family, which is wonderful. But they kind of forgot a crucial thing, like how to do it, because he'd never done it, and I guess he did not research it, I don't know. But they dug a huge hole, they threw in a whole pig, which is fine, and they buried the pig. Well, that's what he should have done. He did not bury the pig. Instead, he put wood and everything in it, started the fire like you should, but then, instead of finishing the process in the right method, he took gasoline, poured it all over the wood and the pig, and ignited it. Oh my God, guys. The side of my house, I literally thought a car drove through my house. That's how hard it hit my house. And how loud it was. Thank God nobody got hurt. Needless to say, they did not get their pig that night. It kind of exploded. So anyways, live and learn, right? Now that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make these stand out just a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit of white on these letters. And call. Look how cool. I don't know if you guys can actually see the colors, but I think that comes out pretty cool. I hope you guys can see the 5 then. Okay. So our next one will be the 1 simple. We're just going to go bottom to top, and we are good as gold. And there. And we'll get a 2 here. And let's add our 3. And we'll go ahead and add 1 more, 5, or 4. And we will be done. The yellow's off of the thing. It's not stuck on it, so we're good. Okay, let's go ahead and add our 4, and we are done with this. Whoops. I actually need actual paint part instead of just the water. There we go. We can add our 4. And maybe a little there, and then we'll just make it real simple there. There we go. Alright guys, so this is something fun and simple that you can do with your Dollar Tree wooden flowers and Dollar Tree spackle, lightweight spackle is on top. And I don't know if you can see it, but sideways you can see that this come out. So this is actually, instead of flat, it's actually 3D. It does come out. It is interactive. You can touch it. Just like the petals, you can feel the different layers of the petals. So I hope you can see those. So for my grandbaby, because of being autistic, she has to have texture. She just has this touching thing she has to have, which is fine. She'll be able to feel it. She'll be able to enjoy this little thing here, this little flower. And she is not visually impaired, so she'll be able to see everything else on this. So anyways, just thought we finish this up. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope you like this little tutorial. If you like it, can you guys please hit the like button and share, hit notifications so you know when I come on again. And thank you once again, and as always, be blessed. Now if I can figure out how to end this video. Hang on guys, sorry. It's supposed to be an end thing here, and then